Hey everyone. Um, Again, like the other video, had the spontaneous need to create another one, but I think it's mostly just because tomorrow's Beltane, which I'm excited about. Um, this is, I'm very new, very new to Wicca and paganism. Um, Not to say, I've spent a lot of my life since I was a little kid observing nature, enjoying nature, being enveloped in it, captured in it. Um, it was it was and still is a very large part of my life, and I've always felt this innate, deep connection with nature. And I couldn't really explain how or why. I just did. I would go off into the woods and just, sit underneath a tree and just look at the sky and all that stuff. It calmed me down a lot. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going with this. So it's not that I'm foreign to the idea of worshiping the earth or the deities within it or the spirituality, the soul that comes from it with the elements and stuff. There are some elements that I am fonder of than others, and it's really hard for me to say that only because I'm a little bit. Some elements I was restrained from when I was little, such as fire, not able to play with it or whatever. Um, so I'm a little bit foreign to fire, which is kind of funny because I'm a Leo, under the fire sign. I'm a fire sign, so. Uh, But anyways, Beltane tomorrow. It's exciting. The weather today was fantastic. It was fantastic yesterday. It was fucking awesome today. It's supposed to be 90 tomorrow, which is just insane. But great. Kind of. I'm going to burn up and probably just come home all roasted and nasty. But I don't care because sunshine just tends to make me feel better, even if it gives me a headache. I need to bring some Excedrin tomorrow, but that's okay. Um, but thing to remember about Beltane, and this is my first time observing it or being part of it or observing it, is that it's about fertility and abundance. And I mean, as you can see, there's just that radical shift from, and this year it wasn't so subtle, from everything being dark and dreary and meh, from winter, and then there's like the kind of gray area from winter to spring where it's kind of getting green, but then the weather's all gray and nasty. Not really nasty, but not spring. It's not, other hand, spring. And now that the weather's finally just kicking our ass, now it is spring, and it's beautiful. So, and I mean the flowers and the blossoms and all the trees are just getting at it, and the animals are coming out, and it's just beautiful and abundant, and everybody's having babies, and people are having babies, and animals are having babies, and just so many babies. So just remember that. I think it's funny that in high school, during May Day, we'd have a May Day festival, where people would have like booths and you just chill out for a week. May Day week. I don't even remember. God, high school seems so long ago. And they would do a dance around a maypole, and people didn't really know what that meant, other than it was a tradition. It was really funny when people realized what that was, and they were like, great. Phallic symbol. Uh, but nonetheless, the god's growing up, and he's, fertilizing the earth, making everything abundant. So when we hit midsummer, or around midsummer, the basically right now the god and the goddess are starting their courtship. Even though for me, the whole relationship between the god and the goddess is a little bit twisted. since it's also her sun and it just goes around. I don't know. Um, I still think it's beautiful. It's endearing in a way, and I know that might sound weird to some people, but I enjoy it. I'm into, again, like I had said before in my first video, that I'm into the gray, the slightly absurd or obscene, everything that's taboo. Uh, I find it intriguing. But tomorrow, what I'm going to do, since I have to wake up at the crack of dawn anyways for school, I am going to go out and collect some dew from the grass. I'm not going to bathe in it like some of the myths said, that maidens would go out and just bathe in the dew for love and prosperity and fertility and all that jazz. I'm not going to bathe in my yard. I will probably put it on my face and chest and arms and legs, but I'm not going to bathe. But I will collect some. May Day dew or Beltane dew is apparently, haven't read up that much on it. I just thought it was a very interesting concept. It is very good for rituals or used in rituals. And I just have a feeling, I have this innate feeling that when I do that in the morning, I'm probably just going to be like in the best mood afterwards. I'm going to feel cleansed and happy and joyful and jubilant and just like, gonna take on the world today, yeah! You know, just feeling empowered. It's gonna be great. I just have this great feeling about it. Yeah. So anyways, oh, there was one thing, if I can get to it, that I want to share with y'all. I was watching all these videos today, or reading comments today, about people having negative comments on Silver Ravenwolf. So I'm not... You can find out about her for yourself. I personally think I like the way that she writes. I mean, I'm an English major, and I have a tendency of putting my own self into what I write. And so her personality is pretty funny and sarcastic, I think, is written in here. Anyways, ooh, right there. I like it. But anyways, there's this giant chunk in here about, if I can find it, aha, the holidays, or the high holy days. And Beltane is in here, and she puts in here some pretty interesting things that you can do, or activities you can do for the different holidays. And where is it? Beltane, okay. Oh yeah, and today's, or tomorrow. Oh, I think it's today. They're all fire holidays. But oh, there's also, so people do huge bonfires and stuff. If you can have a bonfire, great. Light some candles. If you can't, just chill around a fireplace or a fire pit or something. And then people, from what I've researched, or from what I've watched and read, there was this idea that if couples were able to, well, I guess it could be you or a couple or whatever, were able to jump over a fire, that means that you gain good luck. Although I'm kind of weary about the idea of jumping over a bunch of flames. I personally wouldn't recommend it, but if you feel like your flames are low enough and you don't mind the idea of having your pants or dress caught on fire, then go ahead. Leaving fire for fortunate summer love magics. So that's what's happening, or what the aura or the sense of the holiday pertains to. Things you can do, which I have no money, so I can't do any of this. When I say I have no money, I mean I'm completely broke. But ideas. Erect your own maypole. Yeah! Which that wording is hilarious. Erect your own maypole. Really. Hang prayer ribbons on trees and bushes on your property. That one's pretty simple. I did that a long time ago. Prayer ribbons, bells. Oh yeah, Beltane is also the time for the fairies. A lot of fairies come out, and now, after what has happened recently, I'm a big believer in fairies. I was before, but now that I kind of understand what they're like, I know I have them around my house. Anyways, sew ribbons onto a white handkerchief and then empower each ribbon for a different goal or wish. I think that's a very interesting idea. It can be very helpful and keeps your goals in check. What you want to accomplish. I kind of always have a weird, exciting, fulfilling feeling after checking off something from a list. So that's cool. Collect the morning dew for magical use. That's what I'm going to do. Hang a branch of rowan. I don't know much about trees or plants or anything like that yet. With red thread above your bedroom door for protection. Apparently protection's essential around this time. Add spells for self-esteem and self-love to your Beltane ritual. Again, since I'm novice, newbie, crazy person, not really, well, my friends would say I am, not trying to give paganism or Wiccan bad name, or bad, whatever, I'm so sick of that shit. Sorry. Going back to the ideas. The self-esteem and self-love. So I haven't done many rituals. What I've been focusing on recently, and I don't really want to do, and I'm gonna explain that I don't really like the idea for me right now personally to do rituals, just because I am so new, and I'd like the idea. I'd rather research as much as I can and read as much as I can before I attempted to do anything, to make sure that I understand what I'm attempting or embarking to do. But recently, I've taken up the centering and grounding aspect, the meditating, and that has helped me. If I focus enough and I do it long enough, that has helped me to remarkably obtain huge amounts of self-esteem. And I don't know if it's just because of my new confidence in this faith that I didn't have before, and just confidence in myself and the fact that I feel like having a type of mother figure. There's just something about it that has freed me, and has given me a huge amount of self-confidence that I never had before. So when I am dealing with energy and removing negativity, and then, you know, getting rid of the energy because I don't want to be selfish and keep it for myself, I move away from that in a totally different mood. I feel very light, at the same time very strong and heavy. It's hard to explain. But it helps me with self-esteem and self-love. Oh my god, sorry, my legs are killing me. And then bless your garden or nearest field. I really need to do some gardening. But recently that's kind of a hard thing to do. Trying not to mess up the house any more than it already is messed up. And then the book also says that any magic done around this time will last long because the sun is fixed on Taurus, earthy sign. So she suggests this is an excellent time for the year for prosperity work, for adding to the stability of your lifestyle and making those needed repairs around the home, which my house needs. But just wanted to share that with you. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm super excited, and if you have any of your own ideas or concepts or traditions for Beltane, please leave them in the comment box below. and I'd love to read your thoughts. And again, disclaimer, and I hate the fact that this even has to happen because it's just bullshit. Other faiths don't have to do this, it's just understood, but people are like, oh my god, not trying to convert anybody into anything. That's not me. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to talk and discuss things. That's about it. Yeah, so don't get all preachy or anything like that. Please just leave positive, non-hurtful, non-crap-filled comments below. Because I'm a newbie and I'm trying to, you know, if other newbies are more newbie-y than me, I want them to be happy. You know, I don't want them to feel like crap about people just, you know, getting mad and angry and like, oh, you're gonna go to hell, blah blah blah. Like, you know, let them be happy. It's if we're gonna go to hell, then we're gonna go to hell, and that's our problem. That's not yours. So just leave it be. Leave it be. And for the pagans, Wiccans, witches, whichever you are, if you have any certain ideas or crafts or anything like that, please leave them, write them, whatever, in the comment box below for other people to read and for me to read, to write down, so I can do it next year when I observe it again.